I don't really like the goal because I slipped a little bit, but I saw one of our D was going to get it for sure, and hopefully just get a fast break through up the ice. And luckily, I found an open spot between the D.
Welcome into another episode of Game Tape with Tony. As always, I'm your host, Tony Ferrari, and today I'm pleased to be joined by Everett Silvertip forward Carter Bear. How's it going today, Carter?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Not too bad. It's going to be fun doing this with you. I'll break down some tape in a bit, but let's start with where you started in hockey. How'd you get into the sport and who got you into it?
Well, what got me in sports, obviously, my dad. I was born in around Maples area in Winnipeg, so Scouching, I was 2, started playing like kind of league when I was like 4, 3.
Every great hockey story starts with a great hockey family. So, what have they meant for you off the ice?
To me, family over hockey, like family over everything. So they did so much for me. So I just want to one day give it all back to them.
Now, you've already become a role model in the Indigenous community. What does it mean to represent your family and the nation they come from?
I'm Indigenous. That's my family background. So I don't shy away from it. I don't hide away from it. So I take really pride in that. So seeing kids looking up to me, like my grandparents telling me they get questions about asking about me there. So it's pretty cool to see that.
You're a kid from Winnipeg, as you mentioned. You're playing down in the States. How big of a cultural shift was that for you?
Obviously, like I think that was a big adversity to me, like moving away from home for the first time. A couple of seasons just being away from home. That's always a hard thing, but I got used to it. Just happy now, happy where I am. So yeah,
You had the chance to play in the USA CHL Prospect Challenge. I know you were sick for the first game, but what was that experience like for you?
I never really been to an event like that. Never did a Hockey Canada thing, so that was really special. Really, really surprised that I got invited there. Being there, seeing what the top prospects are, seeing other guys. Not even just on the ice, just off the ice, just connecting, making new friendships and stuff like that. And yeah, obviously it was really fun and event.
Now, is there any guy at that event that stuck out to you as a bit impressive or someone that you were a little bit surprised with?
Probably not surprised, probably just impressive. Matthew Schaefer, obviously. He's up there. I would say he's really impressive, really, really smart. So I think he really stand out for me from there.
Now let's talk about someone that you've gotten pretty close with, Landon DuPont. I know you guys live together. So what has it been like for you to see how big of an impact he's made for your team at such a young age?
He's unreal, like exceptional. That's what he goes for. So I don't know, 15 years old doing the stuff that he's doing right now is crazy to me. I don't know, he's so mature for his age, a well-rounded kid, a great kid, mature. It's not all about on the ice. I think it's more about off the ice, how good of a kid he is and how mature he is.
With you guys living together, how have you guys bonded off the ice? Is there like a big brother, little brother relationship there?
We have a lot of fun with each other. It's going really good so far. Really like him as a billet brother. I'm 06, he's 09, so I guess there's big brother in there. So no, it's all good. It's all fun.
Before we get to stuff you're really good at, is there an area of your game that you think you need to improve on?
Skating, obviously, like kind of just quick first steps, first like acceleration, all that stuff, and kind of just I think just lower body balance. I think that's it.
Before we get to the game tape, can you describe your game and how you play overall?
I think I'm just relentless. A relentless guy always has a motor on him. Highly competitive every shift. I don't think no shift light. I have a strong IQ. Also, too, I think I have a good feel for the puck. I think I can play make around the net and, have a good touch around that for goal scoring.
All right, let's get into the first clip I've got for you here. It's a fast clip because you get in on the forecheck, you start to kind of create havoc, and then you just get to the net and you make a nice pass before scoring here. Talk about this play a little bit and what you're seeing on the ice in a situation like this.
I was rolling in the F3 and I saw at the end, like once Stoops passed it to Jamo over, I saw open ice in the middle of the ice there, so I just felt like it was going in the area, and obviously it worked out well. So yeah.
On a play like this where you're working hard to get the puck initially, and then like you said, you get to that soft spot, you're battling through a lot of pressure. How has that kind of grown in your game over the last couple of years?
I think it's really grown, like I play lacrosse almost my whole life, so it's like for lacrosse you get feeding cross checks, feeding slashes on you, so it doesn't really affect me. So I think I just fight through that easily for me.
This next clip I've got for you starts off with your billet brother making a good play in the defensive zone. Then you're up ice and he makes a great pass to you for a breakaway and you score here. Talk about the connection you have with the defenseman and your ability to kind of sneak in behind the defense like that.
I don't really like the goal because I slipped a little bit, but well, I thought I had time with it for a little bit. They only had 2 guys on us against 4, so I trust our defense getting those kind of pucks. So I saw one of our D was going to get it for sure and hopefully just get a fast break through up the ice. And luckily I found an open spot between the D.
Now, you talk about the little slip here, but you recover pretty nicely and make a good move on the goaltender. Do you have a go-to move on a breakaway, or are you just kind of playing things the way you see them?
Not really a go-to, just like you said, playing things like I see what's there on a goalie. Every goalie's different in the league.
All right, this next shift I've got for you shows some really good effort by you. You're relentless on the puck. You're always hunting things down, and you make a great play here once the puck kind of goes in the offensive zone. Gives the defense a little trouble, but you hunt it right down, and then a nice little give and go for you to slip in behind the defender here before making a move on the goalie. Talk about your relentlessness and mindset on a forecheck like this.
I don't really take shifts off. I don't think I stop moving my puck till the goal. So I think that's a big part that I know is just trusting your teammates that they'll give the puck back to you, because I think we have a strong team this year. I think I trust in every one of our teammates. I think that's just the connection we have.
Talk about having a good team this year. You guys have done fairly well this season. How do you feel about this team moving forward, as you guys are pretty young as well still? So you've got a lot of time to build. Is the WHL championship kind of the end goal for you guys this year?
It's every end goal for every team, that are going for it. But I think we just take it day to day. We have different goals for set for us. We want to be a playoff team. That's one of our goals. So I think we're just really striving for that.
All right, this next clip I've got for you is a nice assist by you on a dump and chase. Great play to kind of get out of the defensive zones. Dump it in here, you get in on the defenders and then making things difficult on them, and then just a nice feed in front for your teammate. Talk me through what you're seeing on the ice as you get the puck in the neutral zone.
The first shift of the game, so kind of wanted to set the tone a little bit with the dump and chase and maybe get a big hit. Kind of saw the pressure that defense had on me. I think he didn't really play it that well, so I think I had more pressure on him, and I think that's a good attribute of my game. I think I hunt pucks down good.
Is there a guy in your team that you think gets maybe not enough credit for just how good they are?
My other billet roomie, Jesse Heslop, I think his IQ for the game is unbelievable. His passing, his playmaking. Me and Jules on our line I think it all works out with our traits.
One of the most impressive things I've seen from you all season is on this shift. And it's not a crazy deke. It's not some miraculous goal. It's the absolute persistency that you have in this shift, where you battle for the puck out high, you get it here, you make a move to the net, and then you're just attacking the net. You get there, it doesn't go in, but you're able to kind of keep things around, and you make a nice pass across the top of the seam when there's just chaos going around. So talk about this shift and what you were seeing once you get the puck out of the pile at the top of the zone.
A little bit of bouncing puck when I got it, so kind of hard to handle for a little bit there, but 3 guys on me, a lot of stick checks, so obviously that's hard to deal with. But I think it's just, like I said, my relentless on the puck, never giving up on the puck, my second, third effort. So, and saw my billet brother backdoor and kind of relief after that shift, after all my hard work. So yeah.
Now, does a goal like this kind of mean a little bit more knowing just how hard you worked for it?
When your whole team is connecting and passing the puck together and we're all working hard for it, I think it's just a relief after it all works out.
All right, the last clip I've got for you is a nice play where you pick off the puck in the neutral zone, get up ice, and you make a nice little slick pass to the slot here, down to your teammate who beats the defender there. Talk about what you're seeing as the other team's breaking out, and just kind of how important it is for you to play defensive hockey as soon as they get the puck and they're starting to break out.
I take really pride in my defensive game. Read that pass good, picked it off, and felt comfortable with my skills there. So I tried it out, worked out, felt comfortable with my pass to Hesse there. So great finish by him. Got a lot of credit to him.
All right, now we're done with the tape, so let's move on to some other things. And you played a lot of players in the WHL, but who's the toughest player you've went up against in your hockey career so far?
I'd probably say still in the league, probably Crystal. He's the best at slowing the game down, making passes seem impossible. Really hard to check on him and really hard to strip the puck off him. So
you mentioned you played lacrosse and how some of the cross checks and all that have translated over to hockey. What else is kind of translated over to your game on the ice that you've taken from lacrosse?
Definitely lacrosse again, hand-eye for sure. Just like lacrosse, the physicality, I think that's translated to my game. I'm 6 foot 180, so I just try to use my height and weight as much as I can.
Now, I've heard you're pretty superstitious about your pregame iced coffees. What is your go-to order? Because I'm an iced coffee guy myself.
Usually, not usually, it's caramel macchiato. I don't know who got me in there, but never switched it up. So just sticking to it for now.
No, I respect that. I'm a caramel macchiato guy myself. I like to grab one before I go to the rink sometimes as
Yeah.
well. So it's definitely a good
Hmm.
go-to move for you.
Yeah.
Now, if I hit shuffle on your playlist, who's a couple of artists that are going to come up?
Pretty big Drake fan, pretty big Zach Bryan fan. Those are my two go-tos. So I would say those two.
Do you have a comfort movie or TV show that you like to veg out and watch?
I started Walking Dead at the start of the season. I was growing up, my grandparents were watching it, and then, I don't know, just decided one day let's try it out. So I'm not that far into it, just season 4.
Yeah, I remember when Walking Dead was on TV and it was kind of
Yeah,
the big phenomenon. So
yeah.
I think I've seen at least to season 4 myself as well.
Hmm.
I'm sure you've spoken with NHL scouts already. There's a lot of NHL scouting going on already at this point in the season. So when they ask you the question, why should we draft you? What's your answer going to be?
I'm just a driven hockey player. I know what my goals are. I want to be a pro as long as I can, have the longest career as I can. My personality too, not even on the ice, off ice. I think I'm just a really humble person.
When your hockey career is over, hopefully a very long time from now, what do you
Hmm.
want people to remember about Carter Bear, the person?
A driven hockey player. Know what he wanted, achieved his goals. Hopefully, remembering being a Stanley Cup champion. Obviously, that's every guy's goal. That's what I want to be. But Winnipeg guy that just came out Winnipeg from nowhere, and yeah, that's really it.
All right, Carter, I really appreciate you doing this. It was a lot of fun. Good luck the rest of the season and keep scoring.
Oh, thank you guys.